Alright, so here we have a Code 3 Collectibles 1/32 scale die-cast model of a Seagrave, Seagrave ladder truck. Sorry about that. Seagrave ladder truck. Again, ladder 10. I think I did mention an FDNY truck. This is one of the fancier models. Some of the ones, matter of fact, the last one I uploaded, the doors didn't open on it. This one, the doors do open all the way around. And of course, I need a 32nd scale fingernail to get this to open. Maybe if I push the window down a little bit. There we go. I know some of these have them, some of them don't. These have pretty strong magnet in the bottom here on the step inside the doorway or inside the door sill to allow the door to close better. You can see this pretty strong magnet right there, so as you get the door closed, it'll shut. Anyway, I didn't really do anything to the inside at all. Added a amber work light on. You'll see that here in just a second. I think I did that to your other one that I built for you. So I added that in there for you. Again, the doors do, obviously all four of them do open. You can see that kind of gets close there to kind of latch, pull itself shut, which is why they're hard to open. If anyone's never seen one of these, or someone's never seen one of these, actually have a little slot here where you can actually pull and lower the windows on these as well. I really don't know. Well, I guess I know why. I guess some people want to open them. And then, of course, the rear ones do as well. To look at this truck, you're thinking, oh, okay, it's a model truck. It's a great model fire truck. Obviously, we've added, we've added some lighting and stuff to it, as the customer wanted. Did some things to hide the battery and hide the switches and stuff on this one, so they're not as obvious. The switches are located here in this work box. These don't normally open, but I fixed this. Actually, we'll snap back on it and have it snapped all the way on there. Snap it off and on. As you can see, there's two switches in there. One's your main power, or the power for the lighting. The other one's for the siren that you wanted installed. Pop that back on there. The battery itself is actually under here. You raise the ladder up and remove this work light. And this ladder, or this panel here, I've cut where it will pop up and you're able to access the battery. I probably shouldn't take this all the way off because I won't be able to get it back on for the video. But since you only have to change the batteries very often, or very rarely, it's not going to be that big of a deal to take it off and on. I didn't want to cut it and leave it any, how do I word it, make it any easier to remove, because then it's going to have a gap, like a seam. But anyway, trust me on this one, you can remove it fairly easily. I'm just going to leave it alone, but inside there's the 9-volt battery. Like I said, just take this hose reel or this top panel off, and you'll easily see the battery is in there, easy enough to change. So we'll leave that as is. Put this little work light back on here. I don't know if you want to attach that and maybe glue it where it's facing forward or something so it's kind of out of the way. But anyway, that's how that's on there. It's just sitting on there on the post. So, what else? Battery switches. I guess that's it. As for the battery and everything go. This ladder, again, for people that haven't seen this, it's actually a metal ladder. And this thing extends to 100-foot ladder. Obviously not on this truck, it's not 100 feet, but it's a 100-foot reach ladder. And I think I measured that. I mean, this thing is about 3 foot long, so it's actually, you know, pretty good sized ladder. I guess 32nd scale, it would be pretty good length ladder. Makes sense, right? I'm not making sense, but that does. So let's go ahead. Your rear. I always forget these here to show you these actually still work. Now I didn't do the lighting in those for reasons we discussed. But anyway, your Outriggers do still operate. I know sometimes I think the one I built for you before, I couldn't. Those wouldn't extend the type of truck and everything you sent me. So that's it for that. Let's go ahead and pop this off here. I'm just going to leave this off. Let's go ahead and turn the lighting on and kind of discuss it. We have flashing high beams, steady low beams. You have red strobes above those. Those are triple strobe wigwag pattern lights. on the rooftop. There's 6 red LEDs in those. You see they have those are triple strobe patterns again, alternating within each light bar. On the bottom of the bumper, you'll have your strobe here, of course on the other side as well. Rolling forward, strobes over the rear wheels. Again, those are triple strobe pattern. They don't wig-wag. They actually alternate flash with the left or the right side of the truck. But these are triple strobe on this side. Swing it on around and give you an up-close look at your lights there. Your ambers and your reds are triple strobes. They alternate with each other. And so when these amber ones are on, you'll notice this one here flashes as well. Again, my camera doesn't pick them up. They are triple strobe on each side. Continue to this side here. I see something I forgot to do, and I'll take care of that. Triple strobes, again, above these wheel wells. You asked me to put a green light over top of your panel on this one. Actually, since this one didn't have a pump panel, I went in, there's 2 small extinguishers in there. So I added a green light in there. I'm going to black this out just a little bit so it's not a glaring light, so it just lights up the little area where those extinguishers are at. So I'll just put a little black paint or something, black vinyl over top of the front of the LED so it doesn't fire out like that. So it'll just illuminate the box a little bit. Again, you can see your amber work light in there. Let's pop this open here. Illuminating the MDT and all that's in there. Of course, this door opens, as I mentioned. So those open. Believe that is it for this. The Siren, I added the Evans model train software fire siren. You know, we discussed that. I'm not a big fan of that one. But, you know, hey, I built it like you wanted it, and, you know, I think on the other one we did a sound card for yours. I can't really remember. But anyway, you just kind of wanted this one different than the other Siren. So here's this sound on this one. It's a longer, drawn-out type Federal, and then there's some air horns mixed in with it as well. It's pretty daggone loud. Okay, so there you have the Siren. So that pretty much sums it up. We'll get this bad boy boxed up and get it shipped out to you tomorrow. You mentioned something about wanting it by the end of the month. I pushed it further than I wanted to. Actually, you kind of sprung the end of the month thing on me there to last a little bit. But anyway, it's finished up. I will pack it back in your Code 3 box and get it shipped out express mail. So like I said, you can have it by the end of the month here in the next day or two. Appreciate it very much as always. Thank you for the order, and like I said, looking forward to doing the next one for you. Thanks again. Yes, it was a long video. Sorry.